I want to go over why games like this, Starseed, do global launches, even though they changed the name now, but they call it global launches while only releasing on specific countries, like they did right now, on America, Canada, UK, and the Philippines, and then global, it's coming at the end of the month, right? There's multiple reasons. Now, these reasons are nothing but market research at the end of the day for them, right? But for us players, we get kind of fucked in the ass by these decisions because the reality is that most of the time, Starseed include, the server you are joining is the same server I've been playing for a month. So you are joining a month late if you wish on games that have PvP and a lot of competitive aspects, and people don't want to be missing out on stuff. So you are kind of, again, missing out in quotes for like a whole month of progress almost. So why do companies do it? And there is multiple reasons. This is nothing new. It's easy to actually find information, right? Even our favorite place, right? Our favorite place 5 years ago, they were already asking this question. Why do some games release only in few regions or just one? Legit question, right? And we have a great comment in here. Because making and releasing a game is a financial risk. This is like the only reason, by the way. These companies release first always in Canada, Philippines, sometimes also Taiwan, it depends, but most of the time it's Philippines, it's gonna be Canada, and sometimes United States, UK for Europe. Why do they only release here? Because, right? Because if the game does well on these countries, then they know it's gonna be even doing even better when they release on the global market, not on Europe, okay, on the Asian markets, aka JP, China, etc. Now, why is this good? Why is this bad? There is more reasons, by the way, but we'll go over them in a second. For us, it's a pain in the ass because we don't care about these things. We want to be playing day one, and they always fuck us up or kind of fuck us up for these things. It's not only market testing, it's also, right? It's also to test the limit of the software and server. Now, this is 8 months ago. I'm gonna be honest. If you don't pay for a Q&A on your game, that's not our problem. It should not be the players doing Q&A like other games that we all love. If we do not do Q&A on characters and we find those bugs, Shift Up would not fix them. Shift Up does not test characters. It's us who is doing the testing for them. There is plenty of ways of alleviating this, by the way. And I don't remember who said this earlier, but it's the easy solution. A content creator server. Everyone wins. We can test the characters for a week. We will test the characters, see if they work or not. You get free Q&A, right? And we can see if it works, and we get content, which companies don't like to do because, well, they are kind of smart, let's say. But yes, this is not our problem, so this should not be an excuse. The market testing, sadly, is the biggest thing because, again, they are at the end of the day company and they want to be making money. Leaks galore? No, because you have an NDA. This is pretty simple. You have NDAs. Let's go over a content creator program that's good and a content creator program that's bad. You have the Hoyo content creator program. You might be thinking, you cannot really talk negatively about Hoyo. Of course not. It's their company. They pay well. They give you early access to a lot of stuff. And they treat their creators, as long as they are, let's say, positive about Hoyo, well. And then you have Sword of Combalaria. No NDAs, no limits. They just tell you have to wait 2 weeks before you post stuff, or 1 week before we do the official announcement, right? Whatever it is. And so it's like most people were leaking stuff because there was no NDA, there was nothing, and that led to a whole bunch of issues where then, well, the content creator program was completely cancelled because of those leaks. But that's an NDA issue. That's not like a leaks problem. Because if you have someone leaking, you know who is going to be after you have the NDAs, right? And then they have like the other two things, which is awaiting for age classification when it comes to different versions, and localities asking for changes. This is usually the case if there is not a lot of difference in between launches. But a lot of soft launches will take months in between global and what's called like the SIA soft launch, right? So that's also not really our problem. You should be prepared for this. If you are a company and a publisher, you know these things, right? It's not like your first rodeo, let's say. But sadly, companies will keep doing things like this that kind of not benefit us on anything as players and only works for them for market research. But that is basically what it happens. Again, I don't think that's something that's hard or most people understand, but yeah. The way Final Fantasy does it, if I remember correctly, is that they put unique markers on each closed beta NDA content they give to each content creator to immediately track who leaks anything and deal with them. Yeah, a lot of companies do that. They will have different UIDs on different places or different marks, and they will know who it is leaking that stuff. Even different versions on those things. So yeah, but sadly, it's not gonna stop. Most companies will keep doing this, even if, like I was saying, on this case specifically for Starseed, it's super bad because a lot of the global players, when the game comes out, they don't want to be 1 month behind. Because this is the European server, by the way. The game is divided in server 10,000 for SIA, server 20,000, I believe 30,000 for NA, Trauma here, and then server, I think Tarsis is, yes, Tarsis is SIA, server 10,000. Also, Tarsis, how the fuck did you got this skin already? How much have you pulled, you bosso? Lucky bastard. And then you also have the server 20,000, which is mine, for Europe, right? This is the one. This one. $1? How the fuck did you spend? Oh, because you are on SEA and it's launched on Philippines. Fuck you. That's it. That's been a bit for like this small run, all right? So in terms of why companies keep doing soft launches, nothing else but monetary gain, which again, from the perspective of the company makes sense. For the players, we will keep getting fucked in the ass.